Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Cheryl. Thank you very much for joining me. If you're a new viewer, hello, welcome. And if you're a returning viewer, welcome back. This is the second video in a series I just started yesterday on my channel. And it is about all the Kobo books I have on my Kobo e-reader. Although I can't find my e-reader right now. So we're on the computer. But this is actually better because I can screen record. Anyways, my name is Cheryl, as I mentioned. I am a kind of a hybrid channel. I talk about crafting, knitting, crocheting, as well as books, but I'm slowly turning into a booktube channel with a little bit of crafting, so call it what you will. Today is Sunday, December 4th, I think, or 5th, somewhere around there, 5th, I think. And it is around 1 o'clock p.m. as I record this. I don't know if I'm going to be putting up this video today or if it's going to go beyond later, but I thought I'd record it now. The last video got some good responses, so I'm doing this again. As you can see, I'm on the Recruiting Kobo site. Just a little bit of clarifying here for people who would like to know. I did get a comment from someone asking if Kobo Plus was worth it, worth the money, and I have to say, I believe it's worth the money, and the reason why I say that is I am an author, so I know some inside things about Kindle Unlimited, and the thing that I know is that if an ebook is on Kindle Unlimited, the author who put the ebook there cannot publish it anywhere else. So if the ebook is on plain old Amazon Kindle, you can publish it in Kobo, on any other platform like Google Books, anything like that. But if you use Kindle Unlimited, you have to sign a contract that says that you will not publish it anywhere else. So legally, you cannot publish it anywhere else. You can only publish it on Amazon. So the reason why I think Kobo Plus is great is because the books that are on Kindle but not Kindle Unlimited may be on Kobo Plus and not on Kindle Unlimited. So the books you're trying to find on Kindle Unlimited may be on Kobo Plus, is what I'm trying to say, because they want more traction to get into Canada. I know Kindle's available in Canada, but Kobo is a little bit more popular in Canada. I'm not sure about other countries, but in Canada it is. So if it's not on Kindle Unlimited, chances are it'll be on Kobo Plus. So for that reason, I think that Kobo Plus is worth the money. So Kobo Plus is, I believe it's $9.99 a month for Canadian money. It will be about $7 or $8 in US money. Sorry. And what was I going to say? I don't know if you can get it in the US. I hope you can. I mean, I'm assuming you can. I'm not sure. But Kobo itself is called, here, let me show you, Rakuten Kobo. Okay? Rakuten Kobo is a website. If you go to kobo.com, you can find it. And this is basically like Amazon for Kindle. So on Rakuten Kobo, you can go to, let me show you some ebooks. You can go to fiction and literature or whatever category you want and find all these books. Okay? And they are for sale. You can buy them. Here's one. Now, again, this is in Canadian money, so $16.99. The new fictions are usually quite expensive, but you can find deals for like $3 or $2 or whatever. You just may have to wait for the new fiction books to get down in price. But you buy the books and then you download or actually you could read it on the kobo.com as well, I think. But if you want to read it on your phone, you can download the app. The app is free, and this is free as well. And you download it, you can read the books you bought. Now, what I was talking about yesterday, is Kobo Plus, which is right here. Kobo Plus is kind of like Kindle Unlimited. You can go on to the Rakuten Kindle or Kobo site and subscribe to Kobo Plus Read. It looks like just saying Kobo Read, but there's a little plus sign there. It's called Kobo Plus, $9.99 a month, and it's basically like Kindle Unlimited. The reason why I like Kobo Plus more, I think, for a lot of books, is because you can download as many books as you want on Kobo Plus. With Kindle Unlimited, you're limited to 20 books, and then you have to return them to get a new book. With Kobo Plus, you don't have to return them. You can have tons of books out on your e-reader or phone downloaded, but if you unsubscribe from the subscription from Kobo Plus, your books become previews, so they're not available for you to read. They just automatically become previews. The good thing is, if you're like me and go through months where you can't afford the $10 a month or $9.99 a month, and which doesn't seem like much to a lot of people, but when you are quite poor, like I am, $10 is a lot. So there are some months when I can't afford it and I have to unsubscribe. If you unsubscribe from Kobo Plus, you get your books are automatically changed to preview, so you don't have the books on your e-reader or phone anymore. You don't have to do anything. It automatically does that. When you resubscribe, it automatically puts them back onto available for download. So it's still in your library, which is called your My Books it's called. It's available there, so you don't have to go and look for them again. They're just automatically there, which I love. So the reason why I also got Kindle Unlimited is because, like I said, there are some books that are only in Kindle Unlimited because for different reasons. And I was wanting to read some books that are only available in Kindle Unlimited and Kindle, and I couldn't afford the books, so I went on Kindle Unlimited. I got a sale on either Black Friday or Cyber Monday. There was a sale for 99 cents each for 3 months. So each month it's 99 cents. So I went to there and got that deal. By the time February comes and I get charged $9.99, I will have a job and I'll be able to afford it. So cool. So that's what Kobo Plus is and what Kobo Rakuten is. Again, the Kobo Rakuten is free. It's kobo.com. You can go look at the books. You can buy the books, set up an account. You can buy Kobo, which is a Kobo e-reader, which is kind of like a Kindle. Well, it's exactly like a Kindle. It's the same kind of thing. Or you can read it on your phone, which is what I'm doing right now because I lost my Kobo e-reader. So, anyways, that's what this is about. Oh, there is the thing here on Kobo Rakuten where it talks about the apps and e-readers. So here's the Kobo Nia. I don't know anything about these. I think the one I have is this one, I believe. The Kobo Nia, I think, is the one I have. So, yeah, you can go on here and look at all the e-readers. Let's look at this while we're at it. Here's all the e-readers. So, Kobo Sage. Oh, yes, they do have Kobo audiobooks as well. So that's cool. They are a little bit expensive. Again, this is in Canadian money, so there's some waterproof ones. You can pause the video to look at this if you'd like. But there's quite a few Kobos. I don't know if any that have in color, which I want one in color, but I don't know if there is any. Yeah. So, there you go. Those are them right now. You can compare them now. So it's a really great site if you want to look at it. Okay, let's go back to Rakuten Kodo. Oh, look, it says free shipping on all orders. That's cool. I guess it's only in Canada, though. I'm not sure. But, let's go back. Nope, that's not where I want to go. Okay. Now, let's get started and continue on looking at my book. So if you watched yesterday's video, I showed the first, I think, 52 books on my Kobo. It took about 25 minutes, so I've already been talking for like 15 minutes. I don't know how long. And I'm going to make this kind of a longer video. I'm going to go through 100 books. Now, if you don't like long videos, please let me know in the comments below. Let me know if you don't enjoy this and you would rather a shorter video like the one I did yesterday. I can do that. I personally like long videos. I like to put them on and just relax or knit or do dishes, that kind of thing. So that's why I'm doing a long video. But if you guys don't like it, let me know. And if it's popular opinion, then I will put them down to a shorter time. I'm just going to take a drink of my hot chocolate because I want hot chocolate. I've got the after eat hot chocolate. Oh, it's so good. Okay. So, let's see if I can do this without coughing. Okay, let's go to my accounts and my books. I should do a video where I do a wish list too. Would you guys be interested in that? Where I do right here where I put on a wish list? That would be fun. Maybe I could do that too. Okay, let me know if you're interested in that. So we did the first page. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to change this from the newest to oldest down to titles A to Z. Now that means some of them I may have already, oh, look at that. I may have already shown some of them, but this is the way I'm going to do it from now on, just A to Z. So we're going to do the first page. We're going to do, can you do it longer? No. We're going to do 60 for the first page. Okay. Let's get started. First one we have here is not a book I'm really interested in reading. I don't know why it's on here. It must have been a free book or a Kobo Plus. And it's Number One Crushed Loose Ends Book 1 by Kaya Bennett. I am just going to remove that one because that's not what I'm interested in. I don't even know what it's about, but I'm not much into romance like that. So I must have been in a mood or something. I don't know. We'll archive that. Okay, the good thing about archived books as well on Kobo is you can unarchive them. So you can bring them back and read them if you've already bought them. So we have here 10 steps to hero, how to craft a kick beep protagonist. I just say beep because I don't swear. So this is by Sasha Black. She is a YouTuber and she is I believe she's a YouTuber anyways. And she is an author. She writes the Better Writer series where she talks about how to craft your books. If you don't know, I am an author. So I bought this book. I did read some of it and I did enjoy it. It's not my favorite crafting book for writing craft book, but it's okay. So what I realized yesterday is all the books that say buy now $7.99 and all, not $7.99, all the ones that say buy now in red, those are the ones that are, I believe, are Kobo Plus. So I'm gonna sneeze. I'm sorry. I'm ready to sneeze. I hate it when I want to sneeze and it won't come. And it always comes at the most inconvenient moment. Okay, next we have 13 Little Blue Envelopes by Maureen Johnson. And this is the 13 Little Blue Envelopes number 1. This is a YA book by Maureen Johnson. Now, I do love this author's books, specifically the Truly Devious series that she wrote, which is a YA mystery series that she wrote recently. It's a 4-book series. Well, actually, the Truly Devious series is a trilogy, and then she's doing another trilogy as a companion kind of thing, where it has the same characters, but it's a different storyline. Anyways, 13 Little Blue Envelopes. I believe this is about a girl who gets, I believe her grandma dies, I think, and her grandma left her a note with saying that there's 13 little blue envelopes in Paris or something, and she has to go there to find them. I don't remember exactly. I haven't read this book, obviously. I do want to read it, though. This is the complete set of How to Craft Super Bad Villains, the text and workbook. I forgot I even had this. A lot of these I'm going to forget I had, and I'll want to read them right away. So, dude, let me know if you have a book you want me to prioritize or do a binge read on. I do plan on doing some videos coming up, as I said in my last video, binge reading authors' books or series. And I'm in the middle of doing that right now with Pam Jeno's books, who is a historical fiction author. If you'd like me to see me do that for other authors you may see on here, let me know and I will consider doing that. Or if you have a book on here that you see that you really want me to review or to talk about, let me know, and I will try and prioritize that. So this is 13 Steps to Evil, How to Craft a Super Bad Villain. This is 13 Steps to Evil, which number 3, again by Sacha Black. I don't think I've read that one, but I'm interested in reading it. I mean, the book I'm reading right now is a mystery book, like it's a murder mystery. So, I mean, this feels more like fantasy, but it might be good. Next, we have 1914, The Warriors #1 by James Farner, and this book I have started. You'll notice I've started a lot of books and haven't finished them, and it's not because I'm not enjoying them. I just have shiny new book syndrome, and I explained that in the last video. So, this book was interesting. Don't even remember about it, but it is about World War I. So I found that topic interesting. And I'm interested in finishing reading it. Apparently I read 31%. I don't remember anything about it. So, I do remember enjoying it, not enjoying it. I mean, enjoying it's a wrong way to say it because it's about a war. So I don't know how you can enjoy reading about a war. But I did enjoy the writing, like the experience. So, yeah. Now, these are 2 books by some more writing craft books by K.M. Weiland, and she is also a YouTuber, and she's an author. And this one is 5 Secrets of Story Structure, How to Write a Novel That Stands Out by K.M. Weiland. And this is Helping Writers Become Authors number 6. I went to her website and got these books for free. So I think you have to sign up for her what do you call it? I can't think of what it's called. Oh, you're screaming at me right now, I know. Like the letter that you get? Newsletter, that's what you call it. You have to subscribe to that to get them, I believe. And then I have How to Write a Novel That Stands Out, 5 Secrets of Story Structure by K.M. Weiland. I have read some of this book, 3%. I mean, I've read more than 3%. But I think this is just counting. I went back and I was rereading it and going over some of the projects, the homework kind of things they did. So that's why it says 3%. But I have read, I believe, this whole book. So it was interesting. It's not... I learned some things from it, but it's not perfect. I mean, it's okay. I liked it. This book I haven't read. This is the same thing, I think. So... I don't know why I have 2. Yes, it's the same thing. I have 2 of them. Okay. Next, I have 8 Killer Cozies, a cozy mystery bundle. And this has authors Ava Mallory, J.D. Winters, Nell Gooden, Geraldine Evans, Ava Mallory again, Audrey Clare, Kate Dean, and Izzy Brooke. I have not read this. This was a free book, I believe, on Kobo. There are free books on Kobo if you want to check them out. And I love cozy mysteries, so I just got that. I've never heard of any of these authors, so I'm looking forward to reading some of those. Next, we have A Matter of Life and Death, a Bake Shop Mystery by Ellie Alexander. This is the Bake Shop Mystery number 2. This is a cozy mystery. Ellie Alexander has a wonderful YouTube channel as well. She is an author, a prolific author. She's written a lot of cozies. And I enjoy her books. I don't believe I've read this book yet, but I do enjoy her books. So I'm looking forward to reading that. I don't remember what this series is about. I've only read one of them, I believe. So I'm not sure. I think I've read something about Kill to Chill, or Chill to Kill, something like that. I do enjoy them. I don't exactly remember what they're about, though. I'm sorry. Next, we have Karen Kingsbury, A Baxter Family Christmas. This book I bought, and Karen Kingsbury is one of my favorite Christian authors. She writes a lot of women's fiction that has a bit of romance in it. and it is Christian faith-based, and this one is the Baxter Family Christmas, and one of her series that has gone on a long time is about the Baxter family, and so this is part of that series. I don't believe you have to read the whole series to understand this book. It's really quite a beautiful book. I read it 2 Christmases ago, I believe, and I plan on reading it this Christmas again. I enjoyed it. I love everything Karen Kingsbury writes. She has such beautiful writing, and her books usually bring tears to my eyes because there's some emotional parts. Now, just to give a little bit of content warning for her books, they are faith-based, so there is Christianity put into it. Bible verses talking about God, that kind of thing. So if you're not into that, you may not enjoy these. But also, there's real life in these books, in all of her books. She has quite a bit of books. She's got like 30 or 40 books out. And Karen Kingsbury puts a lot of emotion in her books. So there's real life. There's one book she has about a drunk driver who kills someone while he's drunk driving. There's, in this series alone, there's, in the Baxter series, there's talk of adoption, talk of unexpected pregnancy, there's talk of grief, losing spouses. I mean, it's full of them. And she has a lot of great books, though, and they're really emotional. But just to let you know, go into it knowing, or look up some content warnings of some of these books if you can. Go into Goodreads and see if there's any content warnings, because they are quite emotional. They're realistic. They're beautifully written, but they are emotional. So just to let you know, in case you are triggered by anything like that. Next, we have A Bid for Love by Rachel Ann Noon's Deal for Love #1. Again, I must have been in the mood for romance. I don't know what this is about, or even if I would read it. So, there we go. Next, we have A Bitter End by Ellie Adams and Parker Riggs, and this is Antiques and Collectibles Mystery #7. Ellie Adams, I don't know about Parker Riggs, but Ellie Adams writes a lot of cozy mystery series. This is one of her series that she wrote with Parker Riggs. I haven't read any of these books yet. I have read 2 or 3 series by Ellie Adams, and I do love her writing. I did enjoy, I think my favorite of her series is the Secret Bone and Scone Society. I think that's what it's called. That series, I really enjoy that. So, there's another series that she writes that I really enjoy. But anyways, this I haven't read anything from. This I got on Kobo Plus, and I intend to read it someday. This is an Antiques and Collectibles mystery, so I'm assuming they're going to have Antiques and Collectibles. And look at that cat. Isn't she cute? Aw. No, I mean, you can't say no to a book with a cat on it. I mean, seriously. Next is A Boy Called Christmas. This book I bought, and this is by Matt Haig. I believe it's illustrated by Chris Mould. I'm not sure. But this is a book, it's recently been adapted to a movie on Netflix, if you want to check it out. I haven't watched it yet, but this is a Christmas book about a boy. I believe it's the boy who becomes St. Nicholas. So he goes on an adventure and finds the North Pole, and I've only read half of it. I read it physically. Last year I read half of it. I never finished it. I was enjoying it. Again, shiny new book syndrome. So I do want to read that this year, hopefully. Next, we have another romance. Again, I don't know why. But A Brother's Bond by Lee Tobin McLean. I must have gotten these books like a couple years ago when I first started reading, because I've read all my life, but when I first didn't know exactly what kind of books I liked reading. So this is The Sacred Bond Guardians, Book 1 by Lee Tobin McLean. Now, I believe, is this a Christian book? I can't remember. Lee Tobin McLean, I think it might be a Christian author. I'm not sure. But I don't know what that's about. Anyways, that looks interesting. I mean, he is cute, so, you know. And next, A Case for the Winemaker by Candace Havens. This is the Ainsley McGregor series number 1. Again, I believe this was a free book on Kobo. Don't know what it's about, but it looks like a cozy mystery, so that's interesting. Next, we have A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens, one of the classics. I love A Christmas Carol. I read it almost every year, so I enjoy that. So if you don't know who Charles Dickens is, where have you been? He is a classic author. He wrote in the Victorian Age era, and if you don't know what A Christmas Carol is, that has been adapted into many movies. My favorite is A Muppets Christmas Carol, because that's my favorite. Although I do like the 38 or 44, something like that version, with, who plays Scrooge? Oh, can't remember his name. Oh, I can't remember his name, but he's a really good actor, and he plays Scrooge so well. That's my favorite version of a Christmas Carol. But I do like A Muppets Christmas Carol as well. And growing up, every year we watched a Mickey's Christmas Carol. So next we have A Christmas Homecoming by Melissa McClone, Bar V5, Ranch number 5. I don't know if this is a Christian or a clean romance. I apologize. I have not read it. Next we have, I don't know if you guys can see all the notifications I have coming up for YouTube, but I keep deleting them. Next we have A Christmas Howl by Lorien Berenson. I keep wanting to say Lorien, but I believe it's pronounced Lorien. This is a Melanie Travis mystery. I did read this book. Oh my goodness. I read it this year again as well, but I read it a few years ago as well. And this, look at that little doggy. It's so cute. So this series, the Melanie Travis series, is a mystery series, cozy mystery. Hang on, I'm just going to have a drink. My throat is getting all cracky. Okay. Num num num. A Christmas Howl is, I believe it's Christmas, of course. It's a Christmas book. So, I'm so out of it. The Melanie Travis Mysteries is a cozy mystery series about a woman named Melanie Travis who goes by Mel most of the time. And she and her aunt, her aunt is a wonderful character. She's kind of a foreboding, kind of strict person, but a loving person as well. And her aunt show dogs, so they show poodles. And standard poodles, they have a bunch of standard poodles between them both. Her aunt breeded them for a long time. And anyways, and they solve murders, and the dogs are always involved. And I love the dogs. They are just so wonderful. So this series doesn't have, like, talking dogs or anything. It's just they're involved somehow in the stories every time. There's also a lot of dog show talk in this series. So if you're interested in that, it's very interesting to learn about dog shows and how people prepare for it and get the dogs prepared and how they show them, how they judge. It's really interesting, and there's always a great mystery involved with usually a murder. So, and Melanie Travis is usually the one who solves it. So I enjoy that series. I've read quite a few of them on audiobook. I did just listen to A Christmas Howl just recently as well. A Date with Fate. Again, I should have gone through my books this way. I mean, I went through my books, the first few pages, but I haven't gone through them since from the A to Z. So, A Date with Fate by Tracy Allen. The Adventures of Annabelle Axelrod, number 1. If you're interested in romance, you might want to check this out. Again, I must have gotten this one for free because I would not have paid for it. So, next we have A Devious Lot, another book by Ellery Adams and Parker Riggs. This is Antiques and Collectibles Mysteries, number 5. So, that's again the Antiques and Collectibles Mysteries. Again, a little cat. It looked like she knocked down a chair. Next, we have A Discovery of Witches by Deborah Harkness, also series number 1. Now, if you know me, this is not exactly the kind of book I usually read, but I watched a live show on YouTube about this book, and it really intrigued me. So I bought it because it was on sale. Haven't read it yet. I'm looking forward to reading it. I don't remember exactly what it's about, but it sounded good when I watched the live show about it. So, yeah. Next, we have A Doctor's Christmas by Laura Scott. This is a Lifeline Air Rescue number 6. I believe this is a sweet romance. I'm not sure, but I think it is. And I'm looking forward to reading that sometime. Next, we have A Dying Fall by Ellie Griffiths. Ellie Griffiths writes the Ruth Galloway mysteries, and I just realized that these are going in alphabetical order according to the title, not the author. So, I maybe should have gone through just the authors. Oh well. So I do have more. Oh, excuse me. I do have more Ellie Griffiths books from Kobo Plus that I will go through, but this is Ruth Galloway Mystery number 5. I do have, I believe, the whole series, so they will be coming up. And I haven't read this series yet, but I'm intrigued because it's about a woman named Ruth Galloway, and I don't remember the rest. I don't remember what it's about, but I heard it's really good. So I got them on Kobo Plus because I recognized the name. Next, we have A Fairy's Guide to Disaster, Away from Whipplethorn number 1. I have no idea what this is about. It's by A.W. Hortoin. Sorry, but I like the picture. I probably bought it because of the picture. It looks like a middle grade. So, I mean, it's cute, right? Next, we have A Family Affair by Mary Campisi. It's The Truth and Lies number 1, a small town family saga. Don't know what it's about. Haven't read it. Looks like a wintry one, so that's interesting. I might try reading that this year. Next, we have Family for Christmas by Mona Ingram. I might try reading that this year. That looks interesting. I like the cover. I mean, some covers can be deceiving. I don't like reading a lot of spicy books, but that looks interesting. I mean, covers can be deceiving these days because a lot of the sweet covers are kind of spicy inside. So, but this looks really cute, so maybe I'll read that. A Family for Christmas by Mona Ingram. Don't know what it's about. Again, must have got it free. Next, A Family Under the Christmas Tree. I might have got these for a good deal for like $1 or something. A Family Under the Christmas Tree by Terry Reid. Again, this looks interesting. I mean, it's got a little dog. Again, I mean, this one has a little kid and this one has a little dog. How could I say no to that? I mean, seriously. Okay, next we have A Fatal Faberge by Ellery. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. Faberge? I don't know. Faberge? No, Faberge. Faberge? There's a little accent there. I don't know. Anyways, this is by Ellery Adams and Parker Riggs, and this is the Antiques and Collectibles Mystery number 8 again. Next we have, and that's on Kobo Plus, and this is on Kobo Plus as well, A Fatal Yarn by Peggy Earhart, a Knit and Nibble Mystery number 5. This is another cozy mystery. I don't think I've read it. I mean, I recognize the name. I think Peggy Earhart does another series as well, a knitting series or crochet. I don't remember. I think maybe she does, and I've read that series. But a Knit and Nibble mystery, I don't think I've read. And again, cats. I mean, how can I say no to that, right? Cats, people, cats, and it's about knitting. I mean, perfect. Next, we have A Fool and His Honey by Charlene Harris, Aurora Teagarden number 6. Now, this book I've actually read, so I'm going to mark it as finished. Oh, you can't. Okay, never mind. This book I have read. I did enjoy it. Aurora Teagarden Mysteries, if you don't know, is a series that's been adapted to TV on the Hallmark Channel. Let me see if I can remember the premise. Nope, I don't remember the premise, but Aurora Teagarden's a cool series if you haven't read them. Again, it's a cozy mystery. A French Girl in New York, the French Girl series number 1 by Anna Adams. I just love the cover, that's why I got it. Again, a cover by, I mean, it's pink. I love pink. It's just perfect to cover. I mean, there's a New York, the Empire State Building. It's perfect. Okay, next, I don't know what it's about. Next, A Gathering of Memories by Lori Wick in the Place Called Home series, number 4. I have the rest of the series by Lori Wick on my Kobo Plus as well. Lori Wick is a Christian author who writes sweet romances and with faith-based romances, actually. And they're kind of women's fiction, kind of more women's fiction than romance. I'm not sure what you would call it. She writes a lot like Karen Kingsbury. I don't find them as emotional as Karen Kingsbury, but they are still really good. I used to read Lori Wick a lot, and so I got a lot of her books on Kobo Plus, and I just want to read them, either reread them, because there are a few that I've read before. This one in particular I've not read, but I do want to read Lori Wick again, so... Sorry, just taking a drink. So, if you want me to do a binge read on Lori Wick, that'd be fun too. Next, we have Good Girl's Guide to Murder, which I have finished, by Holly Jackson. This series is a YA murder mystery with a lot of twists and turns that you will not expect. The first book is about a girl named Pippa, I believe? Pip? I think it's Pip. And she's doing her kind of thesis kind of thing. It's not called a thesis, but it's something like that for her school. And she has to do a big, long report on something to get a good grade. And she decides to do it on an old murder in the town where a woman was murdered and a young man was... blamed for the murder. He was said to be the killer, and then he was found dead, and they assumed he committed suicide. She didn't believe that this guy actually did it. She knows this guy's brother, and she doesn't believe that he did it. So she goes to try and figure out who did it, who killed this other girl, and why. And she goes on this journey with the guy that was accused and had killed himself, his brother, and they go and try to figure it out. Now, in this book, there's also a podcast that she starts. So there's a lot of interviews and stuff like that. It's a mixed media type. Oh, I can't talk. Mixed media type book. The audiobook is wonderful. You might want to read it by audio. I would recommend it by audio. The one thing, if you know, I'm a Christian, so there are quite a bit of F-bombs in this series. There's 3 books in the series. The 3rd book just came out. I haven't read the 3rd book yet, but there are quite a bit of F-bombs in the 2nd book, and I believe in the 1st book as well, although I don't really remember there being much in the 1st book, but in the 2nd book there were a lot. So, I mean, in my opinion, there are a lot just from someone who doesn't like swearing in her books. To me, there were a lot. To other people, it may not be a lot. So just to let you know, there are cursing in the series, but it's a really good series. I really enjoy it. The cursing doesn't bother me as much just because I like the story. But if it offends you, that is in the books. A Heavenly Christmas. Oh, we're getting into Christmas books. Oh, no, we're not. Okay. Sorry. I saw this and, oh, it is a holiday one. Okay, never mind. Oh, I'm so tired. I'm so sorry. We're going to have to end this soon because I'm just getting tired. Next, we have A Heavenly Christmas, number 1 by Patrice Wilton. Again, this just looks like a sweet romance. It might be a Christian romance. I'm not sure. That sounds good. I don't know. I don't know if it's a romance. I mean, I don't even remember what this is about, but it looks interesting. Next, we have A Holiday Donut Steal by Jessica Beck. This is one I got on... Oh, I thought I got it on Kobo Plus, but maybe not. And, yeah, this is a cozy mystery, and I've never read Jessica Beck before, unless that is a pen name for someone I've read. I'm not sure, but I'm looking forward to reading that. Next, we have a Charles Dickens book, A House to Let. I don't know what this one's about. I just saw it for free, and I got it. Again, Charles Dickens. I do want to do a binge read video about Charles Dickens and read a lot of his books. So if you want me to do that, let me know. And then we have another Antiques and Collectibles mystery. This is mystery number 1, A Killer Collection. This series, I believe I read this book. Now that I look at it, I think I've read this book. I don't remember what it's about. Obviously, they have an antique and collectible business, but I have a feeling I've read this one. I'll have to check, but I think I've read that one. But I got that on Kobo Plus. Next, we have Robin Jones Gunn. She wrote a series that I read as a teenager that I absolutely adored, and that was the Christy Miller series. She went on to write the Christy and Todd college years, and then Christy and Todd marriage years, something like that. I haven't read all those books, but I did read all of the original Christy Miller series, and now she's writing some other books. So this one is an adult romance, Kiss at Sunset Beach. It is a Christian romance, I believe. And, oh no, wait, this is a YA book. This is a Sierra Jensen novel. I just saw that. Okay, Sierra Jensen is a character that was in the Christy Miller original series. And she had her own series as, come off of the Christy Miller series. Oh, I'm looking forward to reading that. I didn't realize this was a Sierra Jensen novel. I've read a couple of Sierra Jensen novels, and I liked her character a lot. So this looks like she might be grown up more than the one I read, but yeah, I'm interested in reading that. I didn't even know I had that one. This is fun for me. I don't know about you, but this is fun for me because I'm seeing all the books I didn't know I had. Next, we have A Letter to a Hindu by Leo Tolstoy. I got this for free, and I want to read all of Leo Tolstoy's books, who is a Russian author, classic author. A List of Cages by Robin Rowe. This is a book I got years ago, and I have no idea what it's about. I believe it's about a boy who is being physically abused at home, and he becomes a foster child. Am I right on this? I have a feeling that's what it's about. Anyways, I'm interested in reading it. Next, we have A Little Princess by Frances Hodges Burnett. This is a classic children's book about a little girl named Sarah who she lives in India, I believe, and her dad goes to war, so she goes to live at a girls' home, and she's treated like she's a princess because she's rich, and her dad is supporting the home with financially until her dad dies in the war, and she has to they start treating her like as a worker in the building, and she has to live in a little room. It's a beautiful story. She becomes friends with another little helper, a worker there, and they become friends. Now, this book doesn't have the best representation of people from India. So just so that you know this was written a long time ago. I'm not sure when, but it's a classic book. And so the representation isn't the best, but I do want to read this book again. I've seen the movies a couple times, and I've seen the movie with what's her name? Not Elizabeth Taylor. What's her name? You're screaming at me. I know you are. Shirley Temple. I've seen that movie. I've also seen the other movie that didn't have Shirley Temple in it. I have read the book once as well, and I do enjoy it. I want to reread it. How many more do we have? Well, let's finish this page off. We have A Mail Order Heart, Miners to Millionaires #1 by Janelle Daniels. I don't know if this is Christian or not, but it looks interesting. I mean, look at that cover. That's the beautiful dress. Yeah. I believe this is a Christian author, if I remember correctly. A Movable Feast by Ernest Hemingway. Again, a classic. A Murder for the Books by Victoria Gilbert. This apparently I've started reading. I don't remember it. This is a Blue Ridge Library Mystery number 1. This is a cozy mystery series. I have tried reading Victoria Gilbert on audio, and I haven't enjoyed them. So I'm wondering if maybe the books will be more interesting for me. I don't remember what it's about, honestly, because I didn't enjoy them. But I do want to try the ebook. Next on Kobo Plus, I have A Murderous Tango by Sally Goldenbaum. This is the Seaside Knitters Society number 3. Again, a knitting cozy mystery with a cute little doggy and a cute little cat. I mean, seriously, that's beautiful. Okay, look at the dog. Isn't that a beautiful dog? Oh, and yarn. Oh, I love that cover. I absolutely love it. So that was probably a cover buy for me. Okay, a nun walks into a bar again. Yeah, I don't know why I have this. It must have just been a free book by Piper Davenport, the Nun Fiction series. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, not interested in reading that. A Page Marked for Murder by Lauren Elliott. Again, this is the Kobo book, a Beyond the Page bookstore mystery number 5. I have read a few books in this series, and I believe I read this book too on audiobook. I do enjoy them. I don't remember who the main character is, but this one is a winter one, so I might read that again. This is a book I did show in yesterday's video. I showed the second book in the series, but this is A Pinch of Magic by Michelle Harrison, and A Pinch of Magic is about 3 young girls who are, it's a middle grade, it's about 3 young girls who are cursed, and they are said to die if they ever leave their little village. And one thing I forgot to mention in the last video is they find a suitcase, I believe it's a suitcase, that they can transport themselves places. And so, it's not a suitcase, it's like a purse or something. Anyways, it's magic. And they go on this quest to find their dad and to also break the curse. So, I never finished the first book. I do want to read it. It's A Pinch of Magic. Next, we have another Lori Wick. This is A Place Called Home series number 1, A Place Called Home. Again, a Christian romance, women's fiction type book. A Quest of Heroes, book 1 in the Sorcerer's Ring number 1 by Morgan Rice. Again, I believe this was a free book. I don't know what it's about. I've heard of Morgan Rice before, but I don't know what the books are like. It's probably a fantasy. It looks like a fantasy. It looks kind of spooky, so I think that's a vampire book. I'm not sure. Next, we have A Reason to Run, the Camden series, number 1 by Christina Coriel. Don't know what that's about. That looks interesting. Okay. Next we have, on to the next one. A Risk Worth Taking, book 1 in the Risk series by Heather Hildebrand. Again, obviously not the kind of book I'm interested in. I don't know why I got it. Oh my goodness. No, I'm not going to read that. That looks like a male romance. And I don't read male romance, so I don't know why it's even on here. Okay. Alright. I don't know why it's on here. I must have... Okay, I don't mind reading male romance, but I'm not into it. I don't like reading... I mean, I like reading them. Okay, let me get this straight. I don't mind reading them when there's a male romance in a book. I don't like reading them when they're the main part of the book. Like, the romance is the main thing in the book. I don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy reading any book that's only about the romance. And... so, no. I don't know where that came from. Going to be getting rid of that. So then we have A Rose Blooms Twice, A Prairie Heritage by Vicky Kestel. This is Prairie Heritage number 1. This looks like a romance book. I mean, a Christian romance book. I'm not sure. Okay, we've got A Royal Pain by Rhys Bowen. A Royal Spineless Mystery number 2. This book I have read. I enjoyed it. The Royal Spineless Mysteries are a cozy mystery series about a woman named... I forget her name. Sorry, just taking a drink. I forget her name, but this book is about her, and she is something like 20th in 200, I don't know, a long ways away from being a queen in the royal line. And she is kind of poor, and she ends up working for the queen a lot of times in solving mysteries, and it's a really good series. It's funny, it's suspenseful. I love that series. I also love the Molly Murphy series by Reese Bowen. I enjoy that series, as well as the Evan Above series, or Evan, I forget what it's called. One of the books is called Evan Above, but I enjoy that series as well. I recommend Reese Bowen. I think my favorite series of hers is the Molly Murphy series, though. That's probably my favorite. A So Deadly Cruise by Louise, is it Lois? Or not Louise, Lois, I believe. Winston by an Anastasia Pollock crafting mystery, number 9. I got a few of these books on Kobo. I'm interested in reading them. They are cozy mysteries, so I don't know anything about them. I just know they have sewing in them, and I'm interested in it. Then we have A Single Shard by Linda Sue Park. This book I got on Kobo Plus because I believe it's part of the list of Newbery Awards recipients, I believe, and I wanted to read it. It's a children's book. Probably considered middle grade these days, but back then it was just called a children's book. Don't know what it's about. Next, we have A Slice of Murder. Chris Cavender is the author. A Pizza Lover's Mystery, number 1. I got it because it's a pizza lover mystery. I mean, where can you go wrong with a pizza lover? Anyways, so I bought that book. Haven't read it yet. It's a cozy mystery. Again, as you notice, I haven't read a lot of these books. Okay. Oh, I didn't even know I had this one. This one I want to read, definitely. A Snow Globe Christmas by Linda Goodnight and Lisa Manley. This is a love-inspired book. This is a Hallmark, and the love-inspired series are faith-based, so I will look forward to reading that. I do want to read that this Christmas. So, yeah. Next, we have A Song for Silas by Laurie Wick. A Place Comes Home, called Home Series number 2. Again, Laurie Wick, who I've talked about, and this is another Kobo Plus book. A Sprinkle of Sorcery, I believe, is a Kobo Plus book as well. And that is, again, by Michelle Harrison, and this is the second book. This is the sequel to A Pinch of Magic. And I don't know what happens in it because I haven't finished The Pinch of Magic. So, next and last on this page, finally, is A Stitch to Die For by Lois Winston and Anastasia Pollock crafting mystery number 5. Again, I think I've gotten this whole series, or a lot of this series, on here from Kobo Plus, so I'm looking forward to reading them. Okay, that is it. Let's just go through them all slowly so you can see them. That is page 1 of my Kobo books from A to Z. So, you may have seen some that I showed yesterday, but, yeah, interesting. I did find some that I forgot I had, and I'm looking forward to reading. Again, let me know if you found a book or a series or an author that you want me to do a deep dive into, where I read all the books, or most of the books, or the whole series, whichever you want to look at it. I'm willing to do that. Of course, I don't read as fast as some booktubers, so it may take me a while before I can put up the video, but I'm willing to do that if you're interested in that, so just let me know in the comments below. Okay, we're just going through all of them again. And if you want me to prioritize a book, let me know, and I will do that. So, there we go. Those are all the books. Oh, no, wait, there's one more. There. Okay, so we've gone through 60 books. That's wonderful. This has been a long video, so if you've enjoyed it, I hope you have. Let me know in the comments below. Give me a thumbs up if you have enjoyed it. That does help my channel. And remember to subscribe if you would like to. And, yeah, that's it for now. So God bless you and all you do. Have a wonderful day. Bye.